Every Friday, an old man entered the same bakery and bought a birthday cake with the name Lucy written on it, but he never took the cake home. One evening, the bakery owner followed him and discovered who had been waiting for Lucy for 20 years. Mr. Carter always arrived just before closing time. He wore the same brown coat, carried an old photograph in his pocket, and ordered the smallest chocolate cake in the bakery. "Write happy birthday, Lucy on it," he would say. At first, the bakery owner, Hannah, thought Lucy was his granddaughter, but every week Mr. Carter walked away alone. One Friday, Hannah finally asked, "How old is Lucy turning?" Mr. Carter looked at the cake for a long moment. "She would be 28 today." Hannah noticed the sadness in his voice but didn't ask anything else. That night, heavy rain began falling. After buying the cake, Mr. Carter walked past the bus stop, crossed an empty park, and disappeared beneath an old bridge. Hannah's curiosity turned into concern. She closed the bakery early and followed him. Under the bridge, she found Mr. Carter sitting beside 6 homeless children. The cake was open in front of them. He carefully cut it into equal pieces while the children smiled and sang, "Happy birthday." But there was no girl named Lucy. After the children left, Hannah stepped forward. "Who is Lucy?" she asked softly. Mr. Carter froze. Then he took the old photograph from his pocket. It showed a smiling 8-year-old girl holding a chocolate cake. "My daughter," he whispered. 20 years earlier, Lucy had disappeared while walking home from school. The police searched for months, but she was never found. Every Friday, the day she disappeared, Mr. Carter bought her favorite cake. "At first, I took it home and waited," he said. "I kept thinking she might walk through the door." His voice began to break. "After a few years, I understood she probably wasn't coming back. But I couldn't stop buying the cake." "So you bring it here?" Hannah asked. Mr. Carter nodded. "Lucy hated seeing anyone hungry. Giving it to these children makes me feel that some part of her is still doing something kind." The following Friday, Mr. Carter arrived at the bakery, but Hannah refused to take his money. Behind her were dozens of chocolate cakes. Parents, teachers, police officers, and people from the neighborhood had gathered inside. Hannah had shared his story, and the entire community had decided to help. They created a weekly meal program for homeless children and named it Lucy's Friday Table. Mr. Carter covered his face and began to cry. For 20 years, he had carried his grief alone. But that night, he sat at a long table surrounded by laughing children. Before cutting the first cake, one little girl handed him a handmade card. It read, "Thank you for remembering Lucy by helping us." Mr. Carter looked at his daughter's photograph and smiled through his tears. He still did not know what had happened to Lucy, but for the first time, Friday was no longer only the day he lost his daughter. It had become the day her kindness returned to the world. Do you think helping others can heal a pain that never completely disappears?